Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. At this time, we would ask those who can to please stand and remove your hats. To honor America, those defending our freedom, we ask that you place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to meet tonight's...
Welcome to tonight's matchup. We have the Verona Wildcats versus Madison West Regents in this WIAA Division I Boys Regional semifinal game.
And I'm your host, Makai Jackson. Y'all see how he forgot me right there?
I did that on purpose to see if he was paying attention. I'm your host, Terrence Jackson. I'm with my co-host, Makai Jackson. We want to say thank you to everybody tuned in, watching Up Next TV Network. Whoever's been following us all season long. If you're watching us on social media right now, make sure you drop it in the comments with a hashtag and let us know who you're rooting for. If you are also watching us on social media, make sure you can go out and download our app. It's free on all streaming platforms. Up Next TV Network.
We got a big game. Big game tonight. Usually, you don't see a lot of teams meet up 3 times, though.
3 times. This will say a lot if Coach Robinson and the Wildcats can beat the Regents 3 times in a row. But the Regents aren't coming out for that right now. They're like, hey, trying to beat us 3 times in a row. We don't know about that. That's going to be happening.
We know what to expect already.
You know what to expect. I hear the Regents are coming into this game without their head coach. They won last night versus Oregon. And let's see what happens here. We got a full game ahead of us here.
So I'm going to be honest. I'm not expecting nothing but a good game from both teams. I honestly got a chance to get both athletes on the Up Next Athlete podcast. Got to talk to them both. They both talked about their journey and, why they play the sport basketball. And, Mosley, as you can see, Quincy Mosley is one of those athletes, that came and sat down with me on Up Next Athlete. And, really great kid. And from the other side, we got Will Strimlow. Very humble. And, now it's game time. Let's see. Verona Wildcats start with possession first. You got Will up top. You know, oh, this is a good matchup right here. You know,
we got Tarrant getting in the lane early. Mosley applying pressure.
And last time they played, Madison West did not have their full squad.
They did not.
No.
They did not.
You got number 4 Jackson, you know, back into this game. He wasn't in. He wasn't involved in last game. You know, so to see him back out there and, you know, getting moving and see what he can do.
See what's happening.
You know, Corvallis is actually coming off a big game. 28 points.
Yeah.
Nice pass.
Perfect. Ooh, be careful there. Really like that. Could have hurt.
Because last time they played, we seen Jackson Connor actually guarding Quincy Mosley up top. You know, you don't see that a lot. You don't usually see your center guarding the point guard. You know, so when we seen that, we're like, oh, okay, maybe it's a strategy behind it.
Oh, good play by Will.
And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. There. You got to know the rules.
Yeah, you know. Basketball IQ, I say it all the time.
You know, and honestly, if we being honest, you know, you got two teams that know what's at stake. Yeah, somebody's going home. You know, and, you know, Verona has home court advantage. And a nice bucket for Maddox down low. Got Quincy Mosley bringing up the ball right now. This is the matchup that he wants. You know, Corvallis and, you know, Corvallis trying to get the ball in his hands.
Got Trey with the ball here, seeing what he could do with it. Working it around up top here. Trying to find a opening here, trying to create something.
Ooh, Jackson open passes it. One more pass. Nice layup. Can it go? No, it can't. Number 10, Willis comes up short with that layup right there. But I'm going to be honest, they're evenly matched this time.
Oh, nice pass to Jackson down low from Will. Couldn't quite get that to go in.
Uh-oh, Mosley pushing the pace. He got to go right now. Uh-oh.
For 3? No good. Wildcats with the ball here. Will looking to create that mid-range jumper there.
Yeah, you can't sleep on that.
No, warm up early.
You know, and honestly, when he gets to going from the mid-range,
you know, stopping him.
Yeah, because then once you're expecting the mid-range, you're going to pull up a 3.
Yeah.
You know, and just being versatile. That's all.
Yeah.
Got to be versatile.
And he finishes it.
You know, smart play from Corvallis, not challenging that right there. You know, Maddox is standing at 6'4". You know, the chances of you blocking that and not getting called a foul, right? You know, Corvallis was in foul trouble last time they played, and that hurted them. You know, oh, nice shot right there.
There you go.
And Mosley,
there go Mosley warming up mid range. I think you were talking to him about that mid range, weren't you?
Man, I'm like, man, do you practice like? First off, he got one of the craziest step back threes. Like, I don't even know what to call it. His step back, he does his step back and then step backs all the way to the 3 and just shoots it. And I'm like, man, like, do you practice that move? He's like, yeah, I practice that. And then his mid-range game is just, once he gets to going, he gets to going. And I'm going to be honest.
Eli. Getting in the lane with the finger roll there.
And I'm going to be honest, they're going to be on that whistle tonight.
Yeah, they are.
You know?
Yeah, they are.
But as long as, you know, their point guards, you know, Corvallis, Mosley, staying good, you know, not foul trouble. Because like you said, the point guard position plays a big role.
Yeah, they're the quarterback, man.
Yeah.
So we got both teams with one foul here right now. You know, like I say all the time, I think it comes down to who gets in bonus first and who's in bonus the longest. You know? It changes the game. Eli knocks down that free throw.
Got Mosley. Nice pass. Trey open. That's in there.
Trey open for
Okay. You know, last game, we didn't get to see a lot of Trey knocking those down.
No, we didn't.
You know, but we didn't get to see him yesterday, though.
No, and he's playing up on D.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to one of these games right here.
Yeah, it is.
Will get in the lane. It's going to come down to being up, playing D. You know what I mean? Not being lackadaisical. Being lackadaisical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Got Will at the line here. Let's see what he does.
You know, these free throws play a big.
They matter. First one.
Like you said, first team in bonus, especially in the second quarter, though. We've been honest. You know, last game was crazy. Both teams got in bonus. Man, that was a really good game. You know, and Verona Wildcats just, you know, stepped up to the plate and won that game last night against Sun Prairie West. You also got, you know, Madison West beating Oregon in overtime. And that was a big win for them.
Yeah, it was.
Corvellis, nice pass, Jackson.
To the three. Oh, almost.
See what he can do. Jackson with the ball, passing it to Will, and that's in there.
Will for three. Corvellis getting in the lane.
Uh-oh.
Taryn for three.
Got to call a timeout.
Kind of short. Will getting out of that jam. Getting in the lane, Taryn. That's how you get it. That's how you get it. That's how you get it.
And that's how you do it right there.
Got to get in the lane.
That's how you do it right there. Yeah. You got to let him, hey, you got to show that strength.
Yeah, you do.
You know, like, hey, yeah, I might be on the shorter side, but man, you're going to feel me.
Yeah, you are.
I'm coming down low. Ooh, nice pass.
Kick.
And that might go.
No good.
Oh.
Jackson with the rebound. Ooh.
One thing I'll say right now, no need to foul.
No.
You know, Verona, continue to play at the tempo that you're playing at right now.
Yep, no need to force anything.
You know, it's 14-5 right now. If I'm Madison West, I get this stop, I call a timeout.
Jackson working down low.
Oh! And Jackson finishing strong, 16-5 right now. You know, if I'm Madison West, I'm going to be honest. You know, after this possession, depending on how this possession goes, I'm going
Trey in the lane.
And no foul. Wow.
Eli pushing the pace.
Corvellis, you know, he's one of those players.
Makes a steal from Will.
And that's
nice
the matchup we need to
play.
see. And it's nice timeout. Right there. That was the possession they needed right there. Corvellis stepped up to the plate, got the layup.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to be honest. Now seeing that, we need to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
You know, Will is balling out.
I would put Corvellis on Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely change that matchup like that.
And knowing,
seeing how he just kind of plays some defense.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Could have caught Will off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, from seeing it like that, I would want to test it out.
You got to.
Yeah, I would want to test it out to see.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, it plays a big role, you know, having a coach. I think he's a Coach Isaac,
yeah.
You know, a younger coach.
Yeah.
You know, so he probably looks at the game a little different. Mm-hmm. You know, so we might see that. Let's
see what we got.
For Madison West, Finley Wardrobe, and Sam Strange.
Got Verona with the ball here. Let's see. Taryn bringing it up here.
And this is a great matchup, too. You got Taryn versus Quincy up top.
Yeah. And the Regents coming out in that strong man-to-man defense. Terran got to be careful with picking his dribble up too early.
So what do you think he should start doing, though, as far as...
Don't pick his dribble up so early.
Uh-oh.
You know?
And that's going that... So, I'm going to be honest.
And especially if Q's going to come out and play on him like that, you got to go past.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to go past.
Can't play. You can't play up top, especially...
Can't dribble all day. If he's coming out close, go right by him.
Yeah. You know, we got Sam in the game. Now, I'm going to be honest. Sam, hey, when he gets hot from the three-point range, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it out. He'll give you about two to three threes from the perimeter game. You know, I seen it. Nice spin move.
Oh, good move there.
And that's in there.
Off the glass. Nice move there.
That's in there right there.
Look at Eli going to work.
18-9. They got a 9-point game. Corvellis needs to get more involved right now, though.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been seeing a tremendous change in Eli's game. Like, just starting off as a shooter, now getting in the lane. Corvellis coming back again. You know, responding on his own. No, Mosley, excuse me there.
Man. Uh-oh. Does he get the steal? 18-11. You know, I'm going to be honest. Like I said earlier, you know, Caden is one of those players, you know, he's coming into the ninth game for Verona Wildcats. He's one of those players that knows how to play his role.
Okay.
You know, he can handle the ball pretty well. And, you know, all he needs is a little more time.
Yeah.
To get going. Oh, Eli, pull up. Oh, that was close. Number 5.
Regents with the rebound.
Gavins comes up with it.
Now, Quincy has been taking control. I think he would have to stay going to work. Like, they can't
Sam,
seem to
like
stop
I told
him
you.
as
like
he
I told
penetrates.
you.
Yeah, you did say that.
You
did say that.
Once they get going, it's all about the rhythm. It's all about the rhythm right now. And I like this group. You know, I like the group that got out. You know, Verona Wildcats.
Oh,
that's a jump. Up. That might be it. What's going on? Is Will going for the 3?
Spots up for 3.
I'll probably want to get it to fall. And Madison West, the fans are clapping at that call right there. You got Max coming into tonight's game. Another strong, you know, body down low.
Oh, yeah, we saw the difference yesterday when Max got in the game. It kind of changed the tempo, wasn't it?
You know, Max is one of those players that football strength. I'm going to keep saying it, man.
Yeah.
You know, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Absolutely. I agree.
You know, you got Trey back into the game. Trey came off a great three-point shot early on. You know, Sam might. Oh, and Gavin, that's in.
Oh, pulls
up. We must. We got us a game now. We got us a game now. Madison West
comes back responding.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna be honest. Verona Wildcats have been at 18.
Eli again takes it. Nice driving in and headed to the line. Or is that on the ground?
That might be on the ground. That should be on the ground. You know, I think he tripped on his leg. I don't think that was intentional, but you know, he's shooting.
Knocks down that first one.
You got Caden and Will summing out. Now I want to see what type of look, you know, the new group is going to give, you know, from the Verona side.
Yeah.
You know, you got your younger guys in. You got Deontay, you got Taryn, you got Maddox, and you got Max. You know, you have, I believe, 3 sophomores in tonight's game. And I know they can step up to the plate. But now it's time to show. Oh, and that one was short. I'm going to be honest right now. Madison West could go on a run. Corvellis loves this look. He loves the one-on-one.
And be careful. They call a charge. They'll call a charge. I knew it. They'll call a charge.
Oh, okay. They did not call a charge.
Oh, they didn't?
I was going to say, I'm going to be honest. That wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, he had like possession, too.
Yeah.
And he was in the shooting. One thing I'll say Corvellis has got really good at, not saying nothing on the court. You know,
you got to.
You know, he's just locked in. He's just locked in. And I'm gonna be honest, ever since the last time they met up and he got in foul trouble early, you know, I'm gonna be honest, he's been playing different. He knows that he plays a big role.
Yeah. Guys, a tie game for the first time tonight.
Yeah. You gotta think, you know, Verona Wildcats haven't scored since the timeout.
Got number 2 for Verona in the game.
You got Deontay. Yeah, Deontay in the game. You know, a different look. Deontay's one of those guards that
he's another spot up shooter,
and that's
too.
him. Oh, and that was off. Gavin with the rebound. You know, you gotta get the Corvellis the ball right here. You know, he loves this one-on-one look, though. I'm gonna be honest. But he does a great job of drawing the foul, though.
Yeah.
He knows the game. You can tell he knows the game. And that plays a big role as well.
Yeah, it does.
You know, right now, another game that's going on, you got Madison LaFollette versus Beloit. Yeah, Beloit.
Yeah.
You know, and both teams are coming off a big game. Oh, you got to get to work. You got Mosley back in this game. You know, one thing I'll say right now, don't change up. Don't change up what's working.
Mosley got to keep attacking. Yeah. I mean, he came down and scored 4 straight points in a row off penetration.
And same thing with Verona. Don't change
Trey
nothing
pulls up. Oh, quite short. Saves it.
Nice save from Willis right there.
Talk about hang time.
Hang time for real. He was up there.
He had enough hang time to look back.
Mosley pulling that up, and that's in there. Oh, that's off.
Hard off the backboard.
And Will comes up with it. Will going all the way.
Oh, drawing that contact.
You know, both teams have 14 fouls right now.
Yeah.
You know, Corvellis getting back into this game.
Yeah, he ain't one of those guys you want to have sitting out too long.
No.
I think his coach knows that.
Yeah. Definitely. You know, and this is, I believe, Coach Dennis, excuse me, you know, leading the Regents right now, you know.
Okay.
Oh, nice pass. Trey doing what he do.
Back.
Oh,
kind of short.
Was that the best look? What do you think?
No, I wouldn't have did that. I probably would have pump faked it and then penetrated.
Yeah. No need to rush.
No. Oh. That's a little touchy one right there. He could have probably let that one go.
Yeah. That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But they don't, you know, all that running back and forth.
I told them, no disrespect to the refs, man, but it ain't like they 19 and 20 years old. They're going to start blowing their whistle.
You know?
Hey, they better than me, though, because I ain't out there running back and forth right now.
But that's why you got 3, you know?
Yep. See what the Wildcats do with it here. Taryn. Nice move. And he knocks it down. That's the kind of game you want Taryn to be playing right there. You know, be effective.
Mosley got to go to work, you know?
And he does. I got to replay that. I got to see that back really quick.
Okay.
And he does. I got to replay that.
Now let's see if we can knock down this free throw right here. You know, this is big right here.
Oh. There go Will. Oh, couldn't quite get that one to fall.
Corvellis, he didn't see Mosley open right there, but Mosley gets the ball. I don't know about that. Yeah, that wasn't on time.
Nah, he picked his dribble up.
Gotta let him play.
Yeah, you do. God, that's a 21 point game here. Both teams are playing pretty hard here. Will.
He does a great job of.
Gets it down low. Let's see what he does with it. Max.
Then you got Max right there, finishing strong. I told you guys. You know, Max, man. Oh, nice move. Okay. That's how you respond right there. That's how you respond. Now, the big question is, can Verona Wildcats go down there right now and go get a bucket? You know, no time to waste, especially when you're going bucket for bucket.
There you are. Goes back up with it.
I'm going to be honest right now. Like I said earlier, Mosley and Corvallis, they don't need to get in foul trouble. You know, same thing for Verona. Will, Taryn, you know, those guys right there, you don't want to see them in foul trouble. You know, currently right now, Madison LaFollette is leading 19-18 versus Beloit. You know, one cool fact that I just found out, Madison Memorial is on a 22-game winning streak.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Coach Collins gonna be playing, man.
No.
I think he probably got the most, you know, state championships in the Big 8 right now.
I can see that.
You know, Coach Collins, man, he ain't one of them dudes you want to, you know,
run a
meet.
Yeah, nah.
in a time like this, because he know how to coach.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then I believe the winner of this game plays the winner of Madison LaFollette versus Beloit.
Yep.
You know, I want to see Madison LaFollette go. You know, that's what I want to see.
Okay.
All the Big 8 teams. I want to see all the Big 8 teams match up.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, with Division I, Big 8, in the city of Madison, we should be meeting up.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. If we're being honest. Because if you really think about it, though, I'm gonna be honest. Any team that's still playing right now can have a chance, though. Like, Middleton, can't forget about Middleton.
Oh man,
you know, that's a team right there that can sneak up on you.
Yep. Karen waving them away, tell them to clear it out.
Got to be careful right here. This is a big possession right here.
There you go. Get in the lane.
Oh, and a nice block. See, one thing Taryn has to understand is, you know, Mosley has a little more weight on him.
Yeah.
You know, so you're trying to lower that shoulder. You don't want to get off balance, though.
Yeah. Good pass. It's broken up there. Wildcats take that possession. Smart play by number 22 there from
Maddox.
The Wildcats.
Yeah.
Maddox pulling that back out. They enforced that. Got us a tie game, 23-23.
Got Eli getting back into tonight's game. You know, I'm gonna be honest, it's working. I wouldn't if Madison West continues to go down low. It's working. They're getting the possessions that they're looking for. You know, and Quincy passes it to Jackson. And this is the look he wants. He wants that one-on-one look.
Clearing it out. They don't want to crossover, passes it over to Corvallis. Oh. He lowered that shoulder on that one.
But he knows basketball, though. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, from a different angle.
To be a sophomore at that.
Yeah.
Got some subs in the game here for the Wildcats and
you know, right now,
Regents.
I think Corvallis is at 2 fouls.
Okay.
So, what do you think? You know, going into this next half, it's 4 minutes left. Do you keep him in right now?
Yeah, I'll keep him in there.
Okay.
I'll keep him in there right now. Because it's too close.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can change.
Verona is in bonus with 4 minutes left.
Oh, Will couldn't quite get that to fall.
Great defense for Corvallis right there. Ooh, nice move.
Gets it to Trey. Trey moving around up top. Karen applying a little pressure.
Trey got to get to work. You know, Taryn is not letting up.
What was that call?
8 seconds. Was it an 8 second? You know, you're getting possession stuff.
Like we said, Corvellis on Will. Will going down low. Corvellis another steal.
That's the matchup. That's the matchup. You know, we knew. You know, Coach Dennis was going to make that adjustment.
Yeah.
You know, once you see something, even for a split second, you got to pay attention, man.
Yeah, you do.
You know.
Can he knock it down?
Sam.
Will, strong. Get the rebound.
Yeah, that
there.
was strong right there.
Pushing it up. Getting
Don't
to
need
that
to
lane.
foul.
There you go. Oh, couldn't quite get that one.
Corvellis.
Just a little bit too far under the
He
rim.
needs to go all the way. Go all the way with this. There he goes.
does. Oh, Taryn breaks it up.
And that's staying.
That's going up. The Wildcats.
Yeah, that's going to the Wildcats.
That was a good hustle by both teams right there.
It's been 23-23 for the past minute now.
Yeah.
You know, these games have been low-scoring games. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, they matching up. They're coming to play.
You know, we got to talk to Coach Dennis a little bit from Madison West, and he said, what did he say to us? He's like, hey, you know.
It's going to be hard to beat us 3 times in a row.
Yeah. And that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh.
Sam.
He got lucky with that
that
pass.
was a lucky pass right there. Got to go, Mosley. Oh, Gavin's
Knock
again.
that down. No good. Will's dominating the boards by himself right now.
You know, usually you see Maddox or Jackson in the game right now.
I haven't seen Owen in the game, and I'm going to be honest, it's been a while. Like, it's, you know, if Will's in, Taryn goes in off the backboard.
There you go.
Him and Owen going back and forth, it's kind of like that happy medium balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and
Will's been having to really step up by himself.
By himself. Yeah. You know, Mosley got to go. Sam. Corvellis. He's trying to draw that foul.
Yeah, he is.
And then he's going to get one. No, Trey right now, he got to do something with it. You know, you can't shy away. Can't shy away. And Catrell Robinson.
Tell him, you got to get that.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be yours. Oh, be careful with those body bump fouls. Oh, didn't quite get that one.
And that was a great look, though.
That was a good look.
That was
a little short down there.
Yeah, you got to jump for that. That's where them bunnies come into play.
Yeah.
You know, he should have been able to get that, though.
Yeah.
You know, like they say in football, if it touches your hands, you can catch it. And think about it. This is a circle ball.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Big ball.
This is a circle ball.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
You know, you got to make up for it, though.
Yeah, you do.
Got to make up for it. That's all. There's a lot of game left. A minute left. Running Wildcats 25. Madison West 23 right now. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, Running Wildcats, I won't force anything.
No.
I'm not forcing no bucket. I want to go into half leading.
Yeah.
You know, and that's...
Oh. There you go. Will getting to that line.
Man.
He understanding the game right now. Like, look, getting bonus. And creeping up there right now.
The Corvellis, 3 fouls. You know, so Mosley's going to have to step up again.
Smart.
Mosley
getting to that line.
Yeah, Will. And Will is a really great free throw shooter. You know, knocking down 3 free throws for the game against Homestead. Like, man.
Boom. There you go.
And he knocked down clutch free throws last night.
Yeah.
So
they were in bonus last night for like 9 minutes.
That was crazy. It was a lot of fouls, man.
That was a lot of fouls.
You gotta let them play a little bit, though.
I don't think them refs was ready that game. There you go.
That
Knocks
up and down.
both. (27-23) Wildcats.
Mosley got to get down low. You know, Mosley has to get down low and try to create something. Got to get something going. You know, don't force anything. You know, if I'm being honest with you, if you can't get a bucket, hold on to the clock. Eat the clock.
Yeah.
You got to eat the clock or go get a bucket.
Yeah.
And don't give Florida Wildcats a chance to score and give them that momentum.
Yeah, because that's what's going to happen. Oh, got it. Oh, Will for three. Boom. There it go. There it go. There it go.
Hey, 8 seconds left. You got to get a score up. You got to get a score up. Got him.
Mosey, pull back. Oh, no good. That's how you want to go into the half. That's how you want to go into halftime.
Man, Will is shooting very well from the perimeter tonight.
Yeah, and he's getting in that lane.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He's getting in that lane, man. You know, these free throws win the game. Understanding that basketball IQ.
And I'm going to be honest, he's been getting the rebounds. He's been doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
like, man, that's hard.
Yeah, he has. Rebounded, getting in the lane, scoring, shooting free throws, you know. Taryn has been very effective as well.
Yep.
You know, he's been getting in the lane. You know what I mean? Trying to get to the free throw line, put some buckets up.
You want to know one player that stepped up, though, from Ronald?
Who's that?
Max.
Max, yeah.
Because when Max came into that game, the momentum changed. You did say that, though.
Yeah, it does. He put a body on him. I mean, look at his petite, his size. You know, his physique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I don't want to bang up against that guy.
Hey,
you know what I mean? If I'm Coach Rob, I'll be putting him down there, telling him put a body on everybody. Anything that comes off that glass, grab it, right?
Yeah.
But I got to give it to Madison West as well, though. They've been playing awesome. You know what I mean? You got Corvallis.
Yep, Corvallis, Quincy.
And Quincy. You know, Quincy has been dominating, getting in the lane, but he did slow up just a little bit there, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
He did slow up just a little bit there when it comes to, still driving and getting in the lane and scoring those buckets, because he had like 2 possessions in a row. He came down and scored twice.
4.
Yeah, 4 times.
4 times. 4 to 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, and
2 times for 4 points. Yes.
Yep. And, you can't shy away from that.
Exactly.
You got to understand, even in that moment right there, before, Will got the steal up top, I feel like they should have slowed it down just a little bit. Because when you give the team a chance to score before halftime, and they hype, they got the momentum.
Yeah.
You was better off eating the whole clock.
Yeah.
But, pretty sure they're going to go talk about that in the locker room.
I mean, like we always say, depending on who comes out this second half, right? Within that first 2 minutes of the game, to see who's going to do what and take control of this game,
Yeah.
But we'll be right back after this quick commercial break from our sponsors. Stay dialed in right here to Up Next TV Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Stop what you're doing. Go to Muriel's Place. You've got to try the off-the-block pizza, salsa, and cookies.
Cindy. Girl, you're way too late. I'm eating their cookies right now.
Don't deal with the hassle and shenanigans when shopping for a new Kia. Here at Metro Kia in Madison, we offer full price transparency and we'll match the price of any Kia out there. Also, we'll include our 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, which we fully stand behind, and 2 years of no-charge maintenance. Stop in today at Metro Kia in Madison.
I'm Tony. I run a restaurant, but Up Next TV Network helped me fill more tables.
Want massive streaming exposure? Up Next TV gets your business on 500 plus streaming apps.
Hey, it's Mekhi Jackson, the host of Up Next Athlete, where we shine a light on upcoming talent. If you feel like you want to be seen and heard and want a chance to get interviewed, contact us today and come take a seat.
At House of Healing Health and Wellness, we believe in natural healing from the inside out. Real ingredients, real results. I recommend everyone visit House of Healing Health and Wellness right here in Madison, Wisconsin. Start your healing today naturally.
JG Contracting of Wisconsin, your trusted partner for all your deck building and handyman needs. Dreaming of the perfect outdoor space? Let us bring it to life with our expert deck building services. Need a reliable handyman? We've got you covered. And here's the best part. Book now and enjoy up to 15% off your service. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Call us today at 471-5085 or book online at www.jgcontractingwi.com. JG Contracting of Wisconsin, where quality meets affordability.
Hey, Logan Sand here, General Sales Manager at Metro Ford Madison, home of the exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile powertrain warranty on every brand new vehicle. Come see us at 5422 Wayne Terrace, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Kayla. I style hair, but Up Next TV Network gave my salon real visibility on screen.
Get your business seen on 500 plus streaming TV apps. Contact Up Next TV Network today.
Welcome to Wisco Kids Place, the ultimate play and party center for kids ages 1 through 11. Jump into our huge ball pit, explore interactive games, building blocks, and bounce on our trampoline. Looking for the perfect party, we throw epic birthday celebrations your child will never forget. Visit us at 2136 City View Drive, Madison, Wisconsin, or check us out online at wiscokidsplace.com. Let's play.
Hey, music lovers, ready to vibe with the best hip hop and R&B? The Video Vault channel Up Next TV Network that has the hottest countdowns, trading hits, industry stars, air rides of local stars. Don't miss out. Download the app, and it's on all platforms.
Oh, I'm telling. You know you're not supposed to be eating Dad's cookies.
Here, just take my allowance and don't say none.
Where are my cookies? I gotta call Muriel's Place for another dozen.
When salvation falls from the sky, no one is safe.
Let
below.
me through! Eat this!
Daddy, please!
Welcome back to the second half of this ball game right now. Verona Wildcats leader 30, Madison West Regents 23. Let's see how this second half is going to kick off here. What's your predictions, Makai?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I feel like it's still up in the air.
Okay.
You know, it's playoff time. We've seen teams come back.
I see that.
You know, they came back from a 9-point, game. It was 9-18. They came back, keeping Verona Wildcats at 18. So, I mean, they are capable of coming back. You know, they're only down by a few. So,
yeah, 7. Man, nothing.
7 points. And they start with ball. But Carvella's got to go to work this quarter.
Yeah, especially coming off of what? He had 28 yesterday?
I got to see it now.
Yeah.
We got Carla. I got to see it. We got to do it when up next year.
All right, Wildcats playing some good defense right now. Oh, got 2 men down there. Q missed that dime.
Yeah.
Corvallis pulls up. Will get the rebound.
Uh-oh, Jackson.
Mismatch. Get off me. Let me go up. Boom.
Man, Will is showing out, man.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he's showing that he really can play.
Yeah, he is. Take you off the dribble, pull up on you still. Tied up. Oh, that was close. That should have been a jump. That's his first foul though, the whole game. That's okay. He can eat that one.
Yeah, they definitely need him in this game tonight. You gotta go to work. Oh.
We was also told that at halftime, Madison will follow it 37, Beloit 38 at halftime. Eli, couldn't quite get that finger roll to fall there.
You got to be careful, Terry. Oh, Mosley picked up his dribble early.
Corvallis with the left.
Is he left-handed?
I think so.
Oh, wow. That explains a lot. You know, being able to slow it up and you know, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. You know, Terrence does a great job of being able to, draw those fouls. You know, when he's in a rhythm and going down low. Let's see if he can knock down these free throws, though. And he does. 33-25. And that was on Corvallis. You know, you can't have a mistake. You can't have that. You know, you gotta lock in. You know, you gotta calm down and, understand that, you're giving them another chance. I think he's doing it. Who is that on?
Corvallis got 3.
Yeah, and that comes with, playing in these situations, man.
16 minutes left. He can't sit out no more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2, 3, depending.
All right. It's to a point where you just let him play, man.
Yeah.
One play that got to step up. Jackson needs to step up.
Reverse layup.
And Jackson with a nice layup right there. Mosley, got to get to work, man. Gavin with the ball. Trey with a 3. One thing I'll say, Trey is not. He's not changing up his game. Jackson, and that might go.
Boom.
That might go. That's one player that can knock it down. And Jackson with a clutch 3 right there, stopping this game from getting out of hand.
Will getting physical.
Jackson with the ball. Jackson versus Jackson. Uh-oh. Eli with the ball. Back to Terran. Mosley. Got to keep hands up. No need to foul. They need him in this game. Oh, that might have been a... This is a great matchup, too. All Willis needs to understand is hands up.
Will calls for the pick and roll. Come off screen. Boom. That's how you call out a play for yourself right there.
Yeah.
Call this guy up. Hey, set that screen for me real quick. Goes by him.
Jackson again. Same spot.
Same spot. Oh, couldn't quite get that one. Will with the rebound.
If they score this possession, Madison West got to call a timeout.
Verona could slow it up. They could easily eat up a minute right now if they wanted to. Playing, going to work. Okay, Will. Fade away. Quite short. Saves it.
Trey with the ball. Mosley by itself, but Willis is too. Willis going all the way.
Oh, that was a block. Let me play that back. I got to
play that back. Let us know what y'all think. By itself, but Willis is too. Willis going all the way.
Oh, that was a block.
He did touch him.
Let me play that back. I got to touch him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking to the ref right now. Don't even do you no good, brother. He already called the call.
So it's over with now. That's why I say respect the call and just move on.
Yeah. Both teams right now got 2 fouls.
Got to knock him down, man.
Yes, Deontay Phillips.
Jackson comes up with it. Great save right there. Nice pass. Back to Jackson. Great save right there. You got Gavin open in the corner, but Will has his eye on him still. Trying to get something going. Nice pass from Jackson. Draws the end one bucket. Mosley goes up strong right there.
That's a 7-point game.
Uh-oh. Mosley told us that he practiced free throws.
Okay.
You know, so we expect nothing less. Let's see if we can knock this down right here.
Let's see.
And I'm going to be honest. Will has been showing up tonight.
Yeah, he has.
You know, I'm going to be honest. He's showing that, hey, I can pull up. Mid-range shot, call for a screen, pass it off. I can do it all.
Yeah. Got to stay gassed. He's got to stay gassed up.
The way he's playing, guaranteed by his senior year, he'll hit 1,000.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Easy. Or do these points carry over? Like, yeah.
Season.
And knocks it down.
Career.
Yup. Got Mosley on Will. Now, Will is on Terran. One thing about Terran's a little shifty. You know, he can get you off his dribble. Get you off the dribble easy. You got to play that right. You know, Willis a little longer. As long as Willis plays with his arms out, he should be fine. And Deontay comes up with it. Oh, Gavin comes up with it.
Oh.
And that is Will's second foul.
Gotta get out of the way.
You see Coach Dennis right now talking to Mosley, trying to tell him something right now. This is big. These are some big possessions that's going to come up right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's about the momentum. You just came off an N1 bucket, Madison West. And then you just got to stop right here. Oh, you got to be careful.
Trey with the left.
Willis didn't come up with that, man.
Oh, going up with it.
Yeah, that's two. You can't snatch at the ball.
No, you can't.
Especially, come on, man. He already
right. Yeah.
Just keep your hands up.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm Madison West right now, you got to keep in Jackson. Got Sam in though. Sam can step up though.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Yeah, Sam can step in for Jackson right now. You know, just off the height side, though. Then,
Yeah.
you know, you got Jackson, then you got Madison as well. You know, so they're gonna have to match up Willis and Sam against Maddox and Jackson down low.
Knock it down.
Mosley with the ball. This is the matchup Mosley wants, though. You know, you got to get to work.
Oh, nice pass. Ooh.
Your team.
Oh, couldn't quite hold it. Will gets back in the lane. Ooh. Try to take that charge.
Nice. That's how you make up for it. That's how you make up for it, though. Number 13. You know, Finley making up for the last play right there. You got a great hustle right there. That's how you make up for it. You know?
They're going to have a problem next year because that play right there, I guarantee Will going to take off. He's going to try to dunk that.
Yeah.
He could have easily just tried to dunk that. By next year, he's going to try to dunk on you like that. Watch. Taryn with the ball here. There go Will attacking that lane again. As he should. Couldn't quite hold it.
Wow.
Wildcats, his teammates has his back on that one. Look at Jackson. Going down the lane with the layup.
You got to call a timeout. And Corvellis has been sitting for more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I told you they said no more than 2.
Oh, no. You got to keep him involved.
Yep.
And one.
That's good.
Nice bucket from Willis right there. That's how you respond from a nice bucket from Verona Wildcats. You got to stay going back and forth.
You got to stay going back and forth.
Because one thing about Verona, when they catch you slipping.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to catch you slipping, all right.
We got another update here. We got 47-41 Beloit with 14 minutes left in the second half versus La Folla Lancers.
Beloit up?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Willis gets the rebound back. Mosley open. Go all the way. You got to get in the paint. Nice pass. Ooh. Draws the foul. Uh-oh. Caden coming into the game for Verona Wildcats, subbing out Jackson.
We have not seen Owen in this whole game. He's still suited up on the sideline right now.
Yeah, you know, Owen, I'm going to be honest with you.
Definitely was a difference maker.
And Willis is stepping up. You got to feed him. It's 5 points now. 5-point game. You got everybody, Madison West standing up. All the fans.
Gets in the lane. Nice pump fake.
Block from Willis. Jump ball. Is it?
Will for 3.
Oh, and that's all. But Willis. No.
Will gets it back. Spin move. Oh. What? I got to replay that. We got to see that again. Will for 3.
And that's all. But Willis. No.
Will gets it back. Spin move. Oh. What? I gotta replay that. We gotta see that as he celebrates. That was a nice move right there by Will.
Man.
Spin move, and then goes up for 2. He's like, hold on, let me calm down the noise, and then I'm gonna respond and knock my free throw down too.
Hey,
he's like, keep fouling me if you want to, and watch what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We got West with the ball here, pushing it up. Willis has been making a difference on this side.
Yes, he has.
We got Q with the Euro.
Yeah, that was nice.
Makes
that looked
fall.
good from afar.
Made that fall.
Yeah. Right now. Ooh. That was.
Is he shooting 3? Is he shooting 3?
No, that's a midi.
These free throws are important.
You know, right now, if you got to take out, I'm gonna be honest. Do you take out Willis? He got 3. And put in Jackson.
Nah, you gotta let him play right now. You gotta let him play it all the way out. I'll just leave him in there right now.
Let him play it all the way out.
If he picked up another one in in the next minute, I would. But I would just let him play right now.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta go
it's
ahead.
It's playoffs
and play.
time now.
Yeah. Ooh. Gotta get those.
Yeah. And he might be coming out though. You know, got Gavin.
Yep.
You know, Gavin is one of those players that can get you, you know, a 3. He can get you one. He can get you one. You know, haven't seen a lot from him tonight, but he had a 3 earlier.
Knocks down that second.
One thing I'm going to have to say, Madison West, you know, when they're at the free throw line for the other team, they need to stop trying to guess. when to step over the line. Like they keep stepping over the line.
Be
Like
patient, trying to get that first. Ooh, nice look. Couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, everybody got to be on the same page.
Yeah. Coach claps for that. He's like, hey, that was a good look.
That was 37-44, but it's manageable. They can come back.
Yeah.
It's a manageable.
Yeah, they're not leading by
right now. Help side. Taryn. And they call an ISO for Taryn.
Oh, he got to go to work. Oh, and it goes in. Shooting 2.
Wow, they
smart call by Coach Rob on that when he saw that mismatch.
I got to understand right now. Taryn, he doesn't usually miss from the free throw line. So if Madison West want to make any adjustments, they got to do it right now. They got to do it.
Taryn got to get those.
You got to put Willis. Got to get Willis
Will.
back in this game. And Corvellis needs to be going against Will. And Mosley doing what he does best, drawing a foul.
Yeah.
You got to get to the line. And they're in bonus. So what does that tell you?
What's that? One more time.
What does that tell you now, since you remember you were talking about first team they usually get in bonus?
Yeah, I mean, they down 10. You know what I mean? It could change the tempo of this game, but both are in bonus, though. I mean, one foul away,
Oh, yeah. Coach Robinson is talking it over right now with the referee. I don't think he agrees with that call. Or, the Madison West fans are like, hey, come on, let's go. Like, let him hit these free throws.
Right, icing.
And they did just that.
Icing.
That was smart. I'm going to be honest.
IQ. Knocks it down.
At least you knocked down one. I'm going to be honest. Corvellis needs to be going against him. And Corvellis is out right now.
Ooh.
And they needed that right there, man. They don't honestly need to rush.
They don't got to rush nothing.
They don't got to rush nothing. I got to see a little bit more from Trey, though. I know he got what it takes. He needs to take control.
Taryn.
If you're going to up. Mosley, go all the way. Oh, Gavin. Back to Mosley. And that's in there. Oh.
No good.
And that's a foul on Deontay.
Yeah.
Now they're going to the line. They're going back to the line.
Yeah. So free throw game.
Now, everybody paying attention. These free throws are going to add up. They're going to add up. And this can get them back in there.
They got to knock them down.
Yeah. Even if you knock down one, you got to knock down. You can't miss both.
No.
If you knock down both, you put your team in a better situation. Finley, this is your opportunity to make up for last play.
Yeah.
And he knocks it down right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you make up for it.
Yeah.
That's how you make up for it, and get this lead even, cutting the lead even more.
Yeah.
Right now.
Let's see if he can do the second one. Oh, in and out. Look at Will. Will dominating on the boards.
They're showing this press.
Oh, they're coming out. Applying pressure. Way to split that press. Money. No good. Ooh. Looks like they're staying here.
They got to get that rebound, though. You're not going to get a lot of him missing those threes. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
So when he does miss, you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, take advantage. Oh, right. Good pass. Way to see. Way to see.
They got to make some adjustments, though, for Madison West. Got to get Willis back in this game. Told you.
Oh, it stays here.
Yeah, let's do this one. You got to get Willis back in this game.
Yeah. Corvallis is out too.
You know, and I understand you. Or get Sam, man. That's a smart move. Oh, they're coming in.
All three.
All three. You got to get them all back in this.
Yeah.
Now, this is the lineup I've been talking about. This is the lineup we want to see. Oh.
Eli.
Eli. He does this, though. This is what he do. This is what he do. This is not new. Man, this is what he do. Gotta be careful. Corvallis, now he knows how to draw a foul. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Ooh,
was that a smart play?
Nah, probably not.
Oh, and that's Sam.
Oh, short.
And what does Taryn do?
Smart up. Smart. Will. Boom.
Call a timeout. You gotta call a timeout.
Will.
Yeah.
Will. Like it's showtime. It's showtime. He's like, let's go.
Man.
Let's go.
He's going crazy. I'm gonna be honest.
He's like, let's go.
Last game he had 34.
Playing hard right now. Both teams are playing. I'm not gonna lie, both teams are playing. Will has really come to play today.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, he has.
He has really come to play today. He said he ain't losing his chain.
Nah, he said, hey, he up next. He up next.
Ain't losing his chain.
Come on. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Madison West, you're in bonus, man. Just go in there. Just go in there.
Yep.
You know, because you know if Verona was in bonus right now and they weren't, this game would be over. It would be over. Because they know what to do.
Yeah.
They know what to do. And it's going to come down to them getting down low and making those plays. They got to.
They got to.
They don't. They can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now. You know, Willis got to continue to go down low and make plays. You know, continue to go down low, make plays. You know, Mosley, he needs to keep going down low as well. Let's see what they can do. Corvallis, this is a look that he wants, though. Yeah. Back out.
Right now, there's an update on the following Beloit game. We got Beloit leading 60-52.
Oh, how many minutes? 8 minutes, so they probably got about 6 minutes left. If Beloit can pull past them, because I believe their point guard for Beloit, last game he had 51 points.
Oh, wow.
51?
Wow.
And Corvallis knocks down the first one. You know, nobody wants to lose, you know, and especially knowing what's at stake. Man, and he does a great job. Does a great job, man. 55-41.
Jackson.
Football strength. Hey, let me get through there. Right now, they gotta slow him up or continue to go to the line. And what does he do? Told you. Corvallis knows how to draw a foul, though. He can get down there and draw a foul.
I see.
You know, he's super cool with it, you know.
Okay.
So I believe it's about how many minutes left?
9 minutes left in that game with Beloit versus La Follette.
9 minutes.
And Beloit is up 60-52.
These free throws matter. It's okay. They're in double bonus, though. This is going to help them more than hurt. That was no foul. They got to stop. And I'm going to be honest, you can't do that. Like Taron, when Taron gets to going, man, you can't stop him.
Yeah.
You can't. And best believe, he going to knock these down too. And Taron does just that. Just that. Go. You know, I'm going to be honest, though. Brown's doing a good job. I wouldn't, you know, ain't no need to talk to the refs. You're up 60-43. Corvellis. Trey. Man, he's been struggling tonight.
Yeah. That first one he made, they set him out and it's kind of been chill for him.
He got to start getting inside or something, you know. Got to change it up. Now they're going to make you come out.
Yeah, you're going to eat some of this clock real quick. Yeah. Oh, you got to take that one. Kirk, tell him, pull it back out.
Caden got handles to him, I told you. Oh, great defense. Corvellis, he loves fast break opportunities.
Fast.
And they didn't call that, though. They didn't call that. I'm surprised. You know, they've been calling stuff.
Yeah.
All day, you gotta, man.
Yeah. Oh, he should have went out with that one. He should have went out. He got all the way down there like that. Don't start playing too much keep away. Reverse.
Corvellis. Trey. If Trey goes for another.
Oh, father travel.
Man, he's struggling tonight. I don't know if that was a smart move taking Jackson now. You know, man, if you gotta understand, you know, in these situations, you gotta play.
You gotta play.
And if you're able to play your game,
right,
you gotta play, man. You gotta play. You gotta play.
Both teams in bonus.
Ain't no need.
Corvellis. Nice defense.
Man, he's been stepping up though, man.
You got to go all the way with that one, Terrence. Oh.
Man, this is a good game.
You got a timeout.
Now you got to look. Verona has been stand still at 60 for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Hey,
you got to come out and play. You got to play these next 2.5 minutes hard.
What do you?
And then if you want to start pulling back out, do that.
What are your predictions? Be honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Verona gonna win this one.
Okay.
You know, I think they're gonna close the gap a little bit more on the lead though. But I think they'll probably wind up getting them by at least 10 or 11. You know,
I can see that.
Because Kurt ain't gonna let them go on a run without calling a timeout.
Now, hypothetically speaking, the other way. If they were to win, what do you think that score would look like?
It's going to be by like 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's close. That's like a buzzer beater, you trying to say.
Yeah, 3.
3. Oh, okay. You know, I'm going to be honest. You got to get Jackson back in this game. You got to get him back in this game. No need.
We're on playing pretty good defense up top right now.
Man.
But if I'm West, you know, I'm trying to get in the lane. You're in bonus. Because time ain't on their side
it's
right
not.
now.
It's really not.
Good pass. Oh,
man. Oh.
You got to finish that.
You got to finish that.
Unnecessary foul.
You got to.
And we have another update here. We got La Follette is down 53-64 with 6 minutes left. La Follette versus Beloit Memorial. La Follette is down 53-64. 6 minutes left. Knocks that down.
He does an excellent job from the free throw.
You saw it in his face when he hit that free throw. He was like, oh.
You know, they're doing a great job, though. Verona Wildcats is doing a great job.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. They haven't changed nothing up. You know, and it's like,
boom,
they can play off each other. You know, they play off each other really well. Like, okay, Will might slow it up a little bit, but then you got Jackson stepping up to the plate. You got Maddox stepping up to the plate. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, everybody plays a role. But you got to make some adjustments, though. You know, man, they got more point guards than all around, you know, centers. You know, you got to get Willis back in this game. You got to get Sam back in this game as well. Travel, yeah.
Ooh, call that one.
4 minutes left.
Yep, they could just be patient right now. You know, on the Wildcat side.
Yeah.
But West got to go to work. They can't wait.
All this, you know,
some screens up top, getting in the lane. They got to hit some shots.
Go. But I mean, if you're not gonna call that though, you gotta call it both ways.
Yeah.
Man, how do you feel about nice bucket from Caden right there. Caden stepping up, 64-47. Now, how do you feel about no shot clock?
I think they need to hurry up and implement that in high school.
Because this is crazy.
You'll see a big change in a lot of things. You know, because, I mean, you know, strategy to it. You know, if coaches are up, they're going to hold the ball, man. They're going to swing the ball for 10 minutes if they can. You know, but I think it's time.
You're in double bonus. Why you can't shoot threes in these situations?
You don't need
to. You know, you got to attack. When you're in.
Yeah. On the line.
You know?
Yeah, you don't even need to.
I feel like they let this one slip away.
Yeah. They came out aggressive.
Yeah, but when it comes, it's playoff time.
You got to win both halves.
You got to. And Verona Wildcats, it's hard to beat a team at home.
Yeah, it is.
You know, if you beat a team at home, you got to pay attention to them. Upset.
Facts. Knocks it down.
You know, right now, this is the mental side of things for Madison West. You can't look at that scoreboard. Don't. You know, look at that time. You got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes. We've seen it happen. It's possible. But
both of them.
Man. Gotta go. Gotta keep your head up. I wouldn't take a 3. You know, I'll probably try to continue going down low, but honestly, you're gonna start having to take some threes in a minute.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yeah, Trey by himself.
Trapping up top. Trey got to get one of them. You got to get one of them fall. Way to show your strength, Jackson. Terrence.
He do it. That's what he do. This is game. I think this one might be over. Yeah. You know, the energy is not there that we've seen from Madison West early on. But I'm going to tell you right now, Will might try to go off for one.
Yes.
He's going to try to get him one. I'm calling it out right now. If he gets him one right now.
And you know he's going to try to dunk on somebody.
Yep.
Uh-oh, to the lane. Going to the line.
Man, fouls. You know, and I'm going to be honest, Coach Robinson did a great job of utilizing his whole bench.
Yeah, he did.
You know, when you look at numbers, as far as Madison West, they don't have as many numbers as Coach Robinson.
Yeah.
You know, so he was able to utilize his whole team tonight.
Yeah, West came to play, though. I'm not going to lie. West came out strong.
Man.
They came out strong. They kept it close. You know, as close as they could.
Yeah.
You know.
I thought this could have been a little closer, though. You know, a little closer.
Yeah.
You know, 68-47. And then the last time y'all played each other, I think it was a 10-point game. You know. Gotta shoot. You gotta shoot now.
Yeah, Moses. He should have did that a little bit more. I thought I was going to see that a little bit more from him tonight. Because he came out really banging, going in, getting in the lane and scoring, shooting well. Gets his own rebound and goes back up with it.
And Will just being dominant, man, down low.
That's what I'm saying. Look, he got it just a little late with him.
Yeah. Oh. But, you know, I'm going to be honest, Verona got to talk to the whole team. You know, they were pretty confident going into this one.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you got to be. You know, it's time to go. And I didn't expect none less from Verona tonight. You know, they played together as one all night.
Yeah.
You know, both teams have.
Quincy for 2. Last minute of the game. And it looks like the Wildcats will be going to the sectional semifinals. Owen in the game for 2.
And Owen. And he hits a deep 3 again, Mosley. Man, that's
a little too late.
I know, man. But this is what playoffs do. This is what the playoffs do, you know. Somebody got to lose.
Yeah.
Somebody has to lose. You know. Both teams play really good, though. Both teams did play really good. You know, but Verona just wanted it more.
Yeah.
See that?
Knocks it down.
Brian Mullen, Sarah Bartella, Clear Lightboard, Nolan Smith.
Any updates?
Let's see. We got 64-72 Beloit with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left.
Beloit's winning?
Yes. And the Wildcats start to cheer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
That's the end of the game. The score, Corona, 75.
This game is over.
That's the West, 58. Congratulations to all participants.